So my name is Fernando García-Dory. I am an artist and agroecologist, and I have been wondering and questioning and trying to think what could be the conditions for another model of production, distribution and experiencing art, different from the form of contemporary art we know now in this current situation, let's say historical moment in which the model we have inherited, we could call the post-industrial neoliberal capitalist model, or some form of understanding how to organize how we use and transform natural resources, is reaching its limits. Therefore, it's demanding for any of us as human species to reconsider where we are and where we go, and arts too. And I think that this necessary reconsideration will require as well a pairing with natural systems, with the ecosystem as a whole, that involves to find forms of harmony between the human populations and what we require to exist. So for me, in the rural, we can find a collection of knowledges and practices that are crucial to reinvent these other forms of and paradigms. And I wonder how there could be a mutual, let's say, influence between what is left and what still is from this peasant and indigenous cultures and art. So, in one hand, we rethink art as connected to the land, and on the other, it's also contributing to articulate this other vision that is coming from the communities that are working with directly with the land. For this summer camp, Climate Action, I think that we gathered a group of participants from different backgrounds, artists, curators, and different languages as well. And I think the goal was to look at the concept of landscape as a concept forged in the Western culture, and that is very much showing this apparent division between culture and nature, and the idea of as well that all land as it's perceived and influenced by human action, it's therefore also becoming landscape. And more than thinking it as actually as escape from the land, I think it's more about occupying this necessary role as custodians of ecosystems, and as the ones who have to forge aesthetics for this other form of reading and being in relation with the land. So the different forms by which we worked on this question have been from reading texts to getting to know more the context of Biella and let's say the river basin of the different streams that come up from the mountains, from Lago de la Vecchia and Piedicavallo till here, and see actually what are the different units of landscape and thinking on them from the different gazes, the gaze of the people who live in the mountains and who grew up shepherding them, to the citizens organized in the Landscape Observatory of Biella, plus other casual conversations and encounters with the land themselves and occasional swims in the rivers. And in the last day of the workshop, we were translating many of these ideas and reflections into a proposal of a glossary or a lexicon, or to try to settle or unsettle terms and words as a way to deeply and constantly question what actually we mean with those names, and opening the signification and the possibility of these words to help us to bridge that apparent divide that we have inherit, as we said. Thank you.